All of you Canadian Rebels out there, this shirt is a nod to you. I'm wearing this Winnipeg Jets shirt in honor of the beginning of the NHL playoffs. Unfortunately, that's not what my video is about today. Apparently, there isn't enough in this world to be ticked off about, so now after almost 30 years of being on air and 30 seasons, people are all of a sudden offended by the Simpsons Indian American character, Apu. Bless you. You might not be aware that there is even a controversy brewing, even if you watched last week's episode, because you might not have even noticed any reason to be offended. And by the way, that doesn't mean that you are a racist. It means that this politically correct culture, this social justice culture in which everyone is competing to win a victim derby, has become unhinged and has melted the ever-living brains out of some people's heads. So let me give you a little bit of a background on this controversy. Apu is an Indian character on The Simpsons who runs a convenience store. He's been a staple and beloved character of the show since its inception. And by the way, he's portrayed as smart and successful and generally more put together than the other main characters, white characters, of the show. But some dude named Hari Kondabolu made a documentary about the character last year. And in speaking about this documentary that he made, Kondabolu said this: "He's funny, but that doesn't mean this representation is accurate or right or righteous. It gets to the insidiousness of racism, though, because you don't even notice it when it's right in front of you." Okay, I'm going to pick this apart a little bit. He says it doesn't mean the representation is accurate or right or righteous. So every single character on every single show, on every single movie, is always, every single time, supposed to accurately portray who? It's a made-up person. This isn't even a character based on real life. So who's to say what's accurate? And then he says, the insidiousness of racism because you don't even notice it when it's right in front of you. Oh, I see. So because none of us, or nearly none of us, noticed it, we're racist. Got it. Now, if I said that as a singing waitress in Los Angeles, my experience was that certain demographics are bad tippers, would that be racist? Probably in today's era, yeah. But people these days are getting so consumed with stereotypes about races that they are merging that with negative connotations. A lot of Indians own 7-Elevens and other small businesses. Is it racist for me to say that? I don't think so. I think it's a fact. And it's not a demeaning one. They own businesses. Since when is owning a business a bad thing? Well, since Obama said you didn't build that. But it's basically a stereotype, albeit maybe an exaggerated stereotype, like Homer is a dumb fat American, or Chris Griffin, or for that matter, any of the characters of Family Guy. They are stereotypes. But then, in another interview with Trevor Noah, Kondabolu says, "I'm 35 years old. This cartoon has been around for a while. I have other things to worry about. To be honest, you really want to know what I think about Apu? I don't really give a..." I'm sorry, I guess I just don't understand. You have other things to worry about? I mean, it doesn't really seem like it. You spent a good part of your time and career making this documentary, and now you're going on TV still talking about it. So he goes on to say that part of the reason for making the documentary is to expose a gap, referring to the lack of Indian Americans appearing in media. So, okay, I get that complaint. That's true. But you're going to go after a character on a show, specifically one character on one show, The Simpsons? Honestly, this is the kind of stuff that makes me want to start watching the show. I'm so fed up with this perpetually offended culture. Basically, what it comes down to is this is a free market. And at least for right now, you have the right to express your disapproval by not patronizing a business, or in this case, a show. If you don't like it, don't watch it. There are shows and movies that portray Southerners as idiots. So I can take a joke. But if I don't like it, I just don't watch it. It's a lot easier than producing an hour-long documentary and doing the media rounds for a year after explaining why you're so triggered and why people are so racist. I know we've all had that friend who relationship after relationship it fails, and then you have to wonder what the common denominator is. It's your friend. For all of you people getting constantly offended, you are the common denominator. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. I'm Amanda, head for The Rebel. If you enjoyed my commentary and want to hear more from all of us over here at The Rebel, subscribe to our premium content at www.therebel.media/shows, and make sure you're following us on Facebook and Twitter for all of our latest news. Also, download our awesome app for The Rebel Media on the App Store. Download it and you will have access to all of our latest videos and your favorite Rebel shows. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Amanda, head for The Rebel.